The options are either surgery or I can wear a scoliosis brace 23 hours a day, every day for the next 2 years. So I chose the hard route. Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Faith. I am a sophomore in high school and I have scoliosis. So for those of you who don't know, scoliosis is when you have a curvature in your spine. I have an S curve, meaning that my back looks like an S. So right now I'm currently trying to heal it or straighten my spine as much as possible. The options are either surgery or I can wear a scoliosis brace 23 hours a day, every day for the next 2 years. So I chose the hard route. So pretty much, this is my brace, my lovely, lovely brace. And pretty much I put it on my body every day and I wear it out, I wear it to bed, I wear it pretty much doing anything, including anything active. So like running, and yeah, it's not exactly easy, but let me talk more about it. So for the past 8 years of my life, since I was really little, I was a dancer. I danced every day in the studio. I was competitive. I did musical theater. I did jazz, tap, hip hop. I did everything. It was my passion. I love it so much. Last year in about March, went to the doctor to get x-rays and they told me that I had scoliosis. I had heard the term before, but I didn't really know what it meant until, I was diagnosed. So we didn't really know what my degrees were or anything. And I remember going to school that day and I was so worried because all I was thinking about was dance. I had competitions coming up within a month or two and I was so worried that I wouldn't be able to compete. I wouldn't be able to do what I loved. It was my outlet. And so I found out that my curves were about mid-30s on the top and the bottom. And then I had another curve that's lower in my lumbar. When I say degree, it's pretty much the extent of the curve, so how big it is. So mid-30s is definitely enough to brace. So they told me that, hey, you can either get surgery to fix your spine or you can wear a brace. And there are some risks of surgery that I think we were a little bit concerned about, so decided to go with the bracing. It has completely changed my routine, what I do, and I haven't been dancing since I got my brace since last May. Wait, that's not right. Since last March, pretty much, when I stopped competitively dancing, just so that I could focus on wearing this. But I'm hopefully going to get back into doing some more tap work because I know that I can tap in this brace. Once I get it off, I think that I'm definitely going to be going back into it because it's my favorite thing ever. So a lot of people ask how this works, and pretty much I can open it up like this, stretch my body inside of there. And it has padding on the outside and the inside. It has these Velcro straps, just kind of, look at it, that I could just kind of thread through here and then I pull it tight. If you look, it has I have a little dot right there on the top and I have a little dot on the bottom, and that's just so that I know how tight I put it. Pretty much do everything in this. Running in this, I sleep in it. I've jumped in the pool with this and gone swimming. I've done bike riding. I pretty much have to wear it all day, every day for everything. Surprisingly, sleeping is the easiest part, which I get asked a lot because it took me a while to adjust to sleeping. These little tabs, I can't really go on my side very well, so I kind of have to sleep on my back. These tabs are mainly for posture. You don't want to be slouching in it or else it's going to lose its effectiveness. So these are here to keep me upright so that it keeps my whole spine as straight as I can. That's pretty much the brace. Anyways, okay, so school. I was in public school, 1st grade through 9th grade. Once I found out about the brace, I decided to give homeschooling a try. I do know I have friends who have scoliosis braces, and they do go to school and they make it work. But for me, I wanted to try homeschooling, and I've been wanting to try it for a while. My best friend across the street actually homeschools, so that was like a perfect opportunity for me to do homeschooling too, and it was like the right timing. I really have been enjoying homeschooling a lot because one, I have a lot of spare time to do hobbies, to go on walks, and my friend again is right there so we can hang out during the day, which is like really fun. And two, I think it just works better for my brace wearing because I know that carrying a backpack and trying to get from place to place at school might get kind of complicated. I'm actually really glad that I homeschooled. Homeschooling can be difficult, actually. It's just because I have to have really good time management, which is something that I personally struggle with. I have to make sure that I stay on track with homeschooling. It's not for everybody, just because you have to be your own teacher, which is definitely challenging compared to public school. It's actually been a really good experience, so I'm gonna keep doing it 2nd semester, and then we'll see how it goes. I'm not sure yet what I'm doing for junior or senior year. We'll figure it out. With homeschooling, it's really nice because I have a lot of time to do non-school related things. Since I am not doing dance right now, I have had a lot of time to pursue other types of hobbies. Like I do a lot of art in my free time, painting, which I never had time to do in public school just because of how busy I was. Had a chance to sign up for like key clubs in my neighborhood, to do community service. Really like to go to Starbucks to do my homeschool, to do my work, and I look forward to doing homework because of that. It's really nice that since I'm homeschooled, I get to pick location that I get to do my work in. So I really like to do work in Starbucks, or I'll go to my friend's house, or we'll go to the park, or something fun like that. So that's another thing that I really enjoy about homeschool. I also have been looking more into acting. I did musical theater, which was part of my dance studio, like musical shows in December. I mainly focused on the dancing aspect of it. Now that I am not dancing right now, I can actually focus more on the acting part of it. So I've been looking more into taking like live acting classes, drama classes, and then online ones too. So I'm really excited to try out new things. So as a teenager wearing a scoliosis brace every day, I think one of the #1 struggles is trying to figure out what to wear, because you can't really wear normally want to wear. That kind of eliminates a lot of tank tops and shorter shirts, basically anything that isn't baggy and long. I can't wear that. I wear a lot of like oversized t-shirts and sweatpants, sweatshorts. I definitely think that that was like one of the major panics of when I got my brace. I had absolutely let the car pass. Okay, we're good. Figuring out what to wear was like really hard. What I had in my closet did not work, and I had a couple things that were really big that I could wear, but I didn't want to wear like baggy, oversized things all the time. It took a really long time for me to figure out how to dress. I'll probably make a separate video on dressing with my scoliosis brace. I kind of have figured out what works for me for the summer and the winter. Both of those are kind of hard to dress for. I think it's easier to dress in the winter because it's easier to cover it up. I'll make a separate video, hopefully, on fashion ideas for wearing a scoliosis brace. Advice that I would give to any other people who are going through something similar to what I'm going through, I would say that, you probably hear it a lot, but it's going to get better with time. I was really panicked at first once I found out what was happening and what I was going to go through. I was nervous for the future. I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't know if my back was going to get better or not, if this was actually going to help it, which it is right now. I've been in it for just over 9 months, so it's almost been a year that I've been wearing my brace. Went by like that. It was super fast. You've seen a very significant reduction, almost in half of what my curve was, since I'm still growing. So we're gonna wait until I stop growing. So hopefully I grow a little more so that we can straighten it as much as we can. Ideally, I'll be in it for about 2 years, and then I'll start weaning out of it. Almost halfway there. Anybody who's going through the same thing, I would just say that you are not alone. That's definitely what it feels like when something like this happens. Don't really see many people walking around with a full body brace on. I mean, I wasn't really aware of how many people actually had this condition. I think that it's important to know that you can rely on the people around you for times like this. I definitely have some amazing friends that I am just completely blessed with, so I'm really thankful that God put people like them in my life. One more thing is I would just remember that this is temporary. So I have to kind of tell myself a lot because I sometimes only think about what I can't do. Like, oh, I can't, take it off for 8 hours and go to a carnival with my friends. But I think about it in the long run, it's only 2 years, right? That's not a big portion of my life. So I have to keep reminding myself that. Kind of relieves some of the anxiety thinking about it ahead. So I'm trying to think about the present moment and build a good routine that works for me, that has helped me a lot. So instead of looking at how negatively this affects your life, which we all have those days, I definitely do, I think that you can look at it more as what opportunities can I get from this that I wouldn't have been able to have if it didn't happen. Oh, and also, I keep thinking of things. I think this is a really good life lesson, learning how to not care what other people think. That was something that I really struggled with, especially in middle school and my freshman year of high school. Since I got this, it really has to have me rethink the mindset of why do I actually care what people think of me? It's always like, oh, my hair looks bad or I don't like my outfit. But now it's like I have a piece of plastic on my body and I have to learn to tell myself that this is healing me, this is fixing me, this is a positive thing. Why should I care how other people view it? Like, you don't really need to care about or take to heart what people say about it, right? I just think of it sometimes as the same thing as wearing like an arm cast or like if you're wearing a leg cast. It's no different. It's just a back brace. If you guys have any questions or comments about scoliosis or homeschooling or anything else in general, feel free to leave it in the comment section below. And that is all for today. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I will see you guys later.